So we are heading down to the viaduct now. It's a peace flotilla that is setting sail today to protest the war in Ukraine. But where are they heading and what exactly are they hoping to achieve? Joining me to explain is Greenpeace Aotearoa Programme Director Neve O'Flynn. Neve, thanks very much for joining us this morning. So that's the Vega behind you. Tell us where you're heading.
Yeah, this is the Vega out here behind us. So like you, we've been watching the horror unfolding since Russia invaded Ukraine. So we're taking the Vega up to Northland to do whatever we can to pressure Putin's war to end peacefully. So we're taking the Vega up to Helena Bay, where Russian oligarch Alexander Abramov has a luxury lodge, and we're calling on the government to immediately freeze his assets.
Right, because his assets don't apply under the Russia sanctions bill, which was passed last night. But this protest is unlikely to even register on President Putin's desk. What do you actually hope to achieve?
Well, any pressure we can put on oligarchs across the world is very important at this stage. Peace activists around Russia have indicated to us that the most strategic thing we can do is target oligarchs. And Alexander Abramov is the biggest fish we have here in Aotearoa, so it makes sense to go for him.
How long do you expect to stay?
So we're going to be protesting on Sunday morning, and we'll be leaving on Sunday evening from Helena Bay.
Are you going to be attempting to go ashore?
No, we're not going to be attempting to go ashore. This is a protest at sea. It's really about drawing attention to the issue and making sure that we're sending a clear message to Alexander Abramov, to our government to freeze his assets, and doing that from his base of operations in New Zealand.
Do you know how you're going to be received by locals there? Because I know some neighbours have put up Ukrainian flags, but there are also other neighbours who say Alexander Abramov has provided jobs for people in the region.
Yeah, we actually spent the day yesterday up in Owakara, and we received a very warm welcome, and it seems like most locals are very on board with the fact that this peace flotilla is coming. A lot of people may not choose to join, but they're very supportive that there is activity coming to call for peace in their waters.
There have been reports that the Russian community here in New Zealand have felt like they've come a little bit under attack, I guess. Is there a danger that this could inflame attitudes towards the Russian community?
No, the goal here is absolutely not to target the Russian community here in Aotearoa, and in fact that's why we're calling for sanctions on billionaire oligarchs. We don't want to push for anything that's going to harm everyday Russian people who are standing so bravely against this war at the moment, and it's about targeting the sphere of influence close to Putin, and that's the oligarchs.
And so do you think the government has not done enough, that this bill that they have passed does not stretch far and wide enough in New Zealand, particularly when really the only oligarch here isn't even targeted?
Yeah, we really welcome the legislation that allows Alexander Abramov to be targeted, but we really do think that until they are sanctioning the biggest fish, the job's not done. So we're going to continue to pressure them to freeze Alexander Abramov's assets immediately until Putin's war is ended peacefully.
Greenpeace Aotearoa Programme Director Neve O'Flynn. Neve, thanks for your time this morning.